Evening, people. Can you just confirm the audio's okay? Jumped up quick, that did. Evening, John. Okie doke, thank you. Help me duck. Oh, is the football? I turned it off earlier, so probably more people will come when this penalty shootout's over. I've not been watching that as much as I've been watching the under-21s, to be fair. Got confirmation this morning from Shop 2. I'm just reading it now. We are emailing you to confirm that you have secured a pre-order for the Nintendo Classic Mini Super Nintendo. Please note these are very limited to one per customer. Due to this, any extras that you have on your account will be cancelled. So, yes. Well, actually, I turned off after about 15 minutes, and I thought the first 15 minutes was not bad at all. I'm just going to write an email to a guy. Somebody on Twitch has followed me. You have a new follower. Bear with, guys. I've only just charged my iPad, and as you guys know, I need to check my emails, and this one I need to get back. Sorry guys, we're with you in a minute. God, we're up to 12. I got my pre-order for the Snoop and SNES Mini from Smith, but have you been confirmed, Mr. Taylor? Lance, before you start playing, why have we not been able to pre-order the Xbox One? I've been saying it since E3. It's a very, 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 very strange happening. Because as you know, I've ordered every console known to man. And I think I'm right in saying that this is the very first console that this has happened to this extent. Because it's just strange. They say it's the FCC in the US, which is like a... It's got to pass their tests. Now, this is the weird thing. Now, like I say, no console I've known before to do it. Every time we've ordered a console in the last 5-10 years, we can literally go... pre-order. I can tell you now, the last 2 or 3 consoles, the Xbox One S, the PlayStation 4 Pro, the PlayStation 4, and I think one other the Switch. Every single one of them, when they got announced, I was literally able to go on to Shop 2 and bang it in my pre-order basket within 10 minutes of it going live. And that included the PS4, which the E3 note was like 2 o'clock in the morning. So this Xbox thing is weird. And I'll tell you why I find it weird. Because if you remember, when he was questioned why can't we pre-order it, Phil Spencer, the very same day that the keynote was at E3, he literally just blasé announced, oh, it's got to go through FCC channels. Now, to me, why have we heard nothing since then? Like, and I mean nothing. Not a shit, not a jot. I find that very strange, because don't forget, it's coming out in November 17th. Now, bear with me on this, because I'm not quite up on US law, but let's say it's out November 17th, which is literally what? July next week. Oh, just wait a minute. I've just got to get out the network settings because I've left my room open. So bear with. Bear with, guys. I'm just going to put invite only because I don't want to, because I'm obviously streaming this myself. Sorry, mate. I'm going to kick you out. So, whoever you was, if you're in this room, I'm sorry, but I'm kicking you out because I'm streaming. So, that'll do that. Right, so back to the thing. So, why is it... So, back to the American law thing. November the 17th, it's July next week. A few days away to July. So what? July, August, September, October, November. Literally 5 months, okay? Now, I don't know the law exactly, but I'm guessing, right, that they aren't allowed to manufacture this console if it hasn't been FCC approved, which clearly it's not been FCC approved yet because it's, well, no pre-orders around the world are available. So I'm guessing then that they are not allowed to manufacture them. Surely that's going to cause an absolute shortage. A massive shortage. Unless they'd slyly making them in the background. But they wouldn't do that, surely, in case the FCC make a ruling that something's not safe in it. I wouldn't be surprised, and this is just me throwing a crazy idea out there, I wouldn't be surprised if it was something to do with the liquid cooling being in a home console. Now, I know it's available to PC things, but that's like, you know, you buy them, you make them yourself kind of shit. And I'm pretty 100 million %. Well, Gareth, yes, mate, you're probably right, mate. It's not going to sell very well. It's only going to sell to the actual die-hard Xbox fans, I would suggest, in the first 6 months, while the price is the same. But I don't get this FCC ruling thing. I really don't. And it wouldn't surprise me this week, because all the big podcasts come out round about now, don't they? Wouldn't surprise me if some of the other podcasts this week either are questioning the same thing, or actually, you know, they know more information. Mars, yeah, mate, I haven't started the game yet on a Necromancer, and I want to finish a Necromancer before I do anything else, mate. So, yeah. I should have set the settings to private. I always do, but I usually forget. But, yeah, I want to just play this from the beginning, mate, and it's the first opportunity I've had. So as soon as I've gone through this in a couple of days, I'll be free to give you a hand, mate. You're joking. Jesus, that's crap. Right, then. Shall we crack this Necromancer up? And we'll stick with Elena. But yeah, it's a crazy fucking thing, innit, with the Xbox. Really is. I just don't get it. I really don't get it. By the way, a couple of things about my Xbox before we crack on. I've cracked my Xbox One S on today. I've had about half an hour, 40 minutes on Halo Wars 2. I just wanted to get through the tutorial. I wanted to see it so I could play it on my own. A couple of things. I had a massive problem with it. Like, fucking annoying to beyond belief. And I figured it out, both with a bit of working out by myself, and I'll mention the golf club too in a minute, Darren, and a bit of Paramonos as help. He's the tech guy we all know when he jumps in the room. So basically what was happening, I played the... I was playing the... first of all, I was in the store because I've got no games installed at all. And I was going through the lists, mine and Ricky's list, because we've got 300, and I was just choosing what to pop in. So I popped a few in last night before I went to bed. Come to it this morning. And it was really late last night when I was doing this. So I'm guessing this thing was happening last night, but I was just out of it. So I started looking at my Xbox and just going, I wanted to have a look at Mixer. I'll have a little chat about Mixer as well. I went into Mixer, just looked at a couple of channels, a couple of rooms, a couple of games I was interested in. All of a sudden, the screen goes to black. About 2 seconds, and then back to the game. Or back to the Xbox. Then it goes to black again. Then it's back to the Xbox. So in a nutshell, the fucking thing's flicking. Completely black screen. Back to thing, and I'm thinking, here we fucking go. But then I knew it was something things, and it was easy fix. And I mean, everybody's probably had this problem and fixed it. That's soon as I went online just to type it into Google, I saw it straight away. It was fucking rife everywhere. So I knew obviously it'd be a problem for certain. Apparently certain tellies, LGs are one of them, and la-di-da-di-da. So to cut a long story short, the way you fix it, you go into your video settings, you go to the 4K settings. What you should do is actually go to 4K settings, advanced settings, and help, and it actually tells you what your 4K TV is capable of, and take note of the hertz speed that it's capable of. Now on mine, it wasn't capable of doing 8 hertz, the lowest. It's capable of doing the 10, capable of doing the 32. But because I hadn't messed about with the settings once it had found 4K, it was on auto. So I'm guessing auto was just going on the lowest setting. It was flicking black. As soon as I turned it to 10, in fact I flicked it to 32. As soon as I flicked it to 32, stopped straight away. So basically, if anybody out there has ever had that problem or wants to know what it is, just change your colour settings. It's to do with the refresh rate of your telly and your console, the HDMI not being quick enough. So that was that. Fixed fine. Mixer. I'm not too sure about Mixer. I've not tried to stream on it, not yet, and I will do just for a bit of a piss this week, probably on Halo Wars 2 for an hour. Just 1 to try it out, 2 to have a look at the game and talk to you guys. So I don't know how Mixer works for getting people on it or how you get to be on it. I know that Mixer is a website, so if I see on Twitter that I'm going to go on Mixer, you best jump on there and try and do it. And on the Xbox, I think I'm Tozol, I think. I'm not sure. I think I am, yeah. I'll have to check. It's been that long. So yeah, Mixer, I don't know. I don't know. It just seems... Might be me, I don't know yet, very early doors, but it just seems too commercialised. And it's like Microsoft trying to force or get their way into the big YouTube/Twitch market. Well, fair dues. They're a big company. They've got a console. Good luck to them. But I was left with the overriding thing when I watched E3, that all the big guys that was listening to Microsoft, that they was plug-in Mixer every fucking 2 seconds, and all the big podcasts were like taking the piss. Oh, here we go again, it's Mixer and all that bollocks. So, I don't know. Back to this. Darren, I'll quickly answer your question about the Golf Club 2. I've had about an hour of it this tea time. I'll say this straight off the bat. It's a half decent golf game. Mechanics wise, it's a stick swing back forwards. When the game starts straight away, you are instantly asked whether you want to do the swing on the left stick or the right stick. I chose right stick. It's just something I've always done, I think. So then it basically takes you straight to a tutorial of basic hit 2 or 3 drives, hit 2 or 3 chips, hit 2 or 3 putts, hit 2 or 3 something. I think it's just getting you through, like, it's putting marks on the ground. First of all, it's saying at the centre of the fairway, then they move on to the next one. Wedge it close to the flag on a circle, then you move to the next one. I was through it in less than fucking 5 minutes. So then I went straight to career. It literally picks your gamer tag up. You don't have to make a golfer or anything. You pick a gamer tag, you pick a difficulty level, there's about 6. straight in, and you kick off, massive like calendar full of tournaments in your career mode. I started the career mode straight away on the first one. It jumped in, 4 rounds I think, 18 holes, and I literally jumped straight in. It opened a menu where I could add friends if I wanted to join the same tournament, up to 4 people, but I just carried on my own to test it. So I started playing it, and basically the mechanics were nice, they were okay. So things I noticed, I played 2 rounds, and currently I was lying in third at 3 over par after the 2 rounds. And bearing in mind, they were the first 2 rounds I'd played. So my overall feelings it's a compatible golf game that's playable. It's better than Rory's golf by a fucking mile, even though the crowd and the tournaments was the big thing. We talked about it for ages on the show last year, about how sparse and how fucking terrible it was, that you feel like you just literally plonked in a field with a stick in your hand. One gripe I always had about the golf club, and I've still got it this time. I saw one of their streams about 2 weeks ago saying about showing you all the technicalities and the mechanics working in the background. It was very, very clever, very good. However, somebody wants to tell them how to make a golf ball look on a golf game, because it still looks like a pea. It's the smallest, shittiest golf ball I've ever seen. It was the same on Golf Club 1, and it's the same on this one. Why it's not got a decent sized golf ball, it just needs making like a few millimeters bigger on the screen. It's fucking tiny. But anyway, as for mechanics, obviously I've played golf games for many, many years, one of my favourites, so I'm well up on the mechanics, the swing. What I will say is this: when you hit the right shot correctly, it's very rewarding. If you make a mistake, it really fucks you over. Like a minuscule off centre for a slice, minuscule off centre for a hook. Chipping can literally flob 2 centimetres in front of you. One thing I will say, the putting is really, really good. I was knocking in 18, 24 putts, foot putts, regular. And it's just providing, I tell you what's good about the putting, it feels smooth, feels natural, feels a gentle pull back and a gentle push forward. So that's one of the best parts of the game. Graphic wise, it's fine. The crowd is where I've got a problem with. Obviously, because you're learning, it's in your first career, it's like very sparse, but the crowd's there, there's noise. However, they literally look like fucking cardboard cutouts. There's no high-res graphics on them. They're standing there like statues, and what's even fucking worse, if you hit the ball into the middle of them, they do not move, they do not blink, they do not shift. They are literally like cardboard statues, and the ball doesn't even bounce off them. And when that happened, I just thought, fucking hell, I mean, either have the crowd and do it half decent, or don't fucking bother at all, because the crowd's there and they just may as well not be. And when the ball didn't bounce off them, because actually, as daft as this sounds, it's actually part of real golf. Because there's a very famous thing in America that people have a real big fucking problem with, and the powers that be want the golfers in America to get fined or penalised on the course. Because you know, when you see a golf tournament on TV in Europe and one of the players hits it right or left, you'll see them point, you'll hear them shout 4 as loud as they can. Because there's a fucking golf ball travelling at 160 mile an hour, aiming for some fucker in the crowd. It could be a kid, it could be an old person. And I'm telling you now, I've been hit by a golf ball. It could fucking kill you in an instant. Now in America, they don't shout at fucking all. Not a word. The only people you hear shout 4 in America are European players. They'll stick their arm out. What use that fucker is, I don't know. But you see, the reason the Americans do that, and this has been actually privately said, and it caused a bit of a stir last year. One of the high top pros said, he was asked on a TV programme, why don't Americans shout 4? And he nonchalantly said, well, to be honest, we'd rather the ball hit them and bounce back on the fairway. And I'm like thinking, are you fucking real? And he was deadly serious. That's why Americans very rarely shout 4 at golf, because they'd much rather it fucking hit somebody and bounce back. If you shout 4, people are going to scatter and cover up, and the ball's going to land in the shit. But anyway, by the by, back to Golf Club 2. It's an okay golf game. The problem was with the crowd. Putting's fine. It's punishable when you are... It's punishing when you are, like I said, slightly off the mark. One of the biggest problems I noticed was graphically, and I don't mean frame. Well, I say I don't know whether it's frame rate or not, because I'm not well up on frame rate shit. You know that, it don't bother me. But the game was like lagging, pausing, sometimes in mid swing, sometimes when the ball's in the mid air, you get like a lag, just like lag, and it stops and then speeds up. That's fucking annoying to beyond belief, because you're trying to sort of swing out. Personally, I think Ricky told me it was about 30 quid. I hope he's listening to this stream, because I've got a funny feeling he might jump on it without even listening to what I've got to say, because he was supposed to come on earlier tonight and have an hour on SharePlay so he could have a look at it. It's around 30 quid, I've heard. I'm going to say right now, quite simply, and I've only had an hour with it, but I get the mechanics and the gist. I've not gone into the deep depths of it. But right now, as a golf game, if you're a massive golf fan and are crying out for a golf game, and you don't mind pushing 30 quid at it, there's plenty there to entertain you. You will get annoyed at a few things. But what I'm saying... Well, 25, Darren, I'll tell you now, 25 quid, I would say, yeah, just. Because there is a decent golf game underneath. You can play with your mates. You can make a career. There's one of the best golf course designing editing suites, period. You can make and design your own courses. That apparently is one of the best editors in a game ever. So for 25 quid, I would say, yeah, maybe, if you're crying out for a golf game. If you're expecting a polished, top-tier golf game, no. It's just lacking in too many parts. The crowd, some of the camera fucking mechanics, why it's lagging, I don't know. It may get patched. There's some issues somewhere. I don't know. It's okay, is what I'd say, for 25 quid. Anyway, shall we get moving on this? Fine, I've been waiting for this fucker for about 6 months. Why am I getting no sound on my fucking stupid headphones? I've got no sound. Can you guys hear me? By the way, have you guys seen the new update for the video store? TV and video on your PlayStation. It's fucking brilliant. That's something I actually use a hell of a lot. You can hear me. I've got fuck all sound. Why is that? Unless I've turned sound off and it's just not... But it should be clicking, surely. Anywho. Okay, guys. Difficulty. We will bang it up to... I'll go expert for the first hour to see how it's playing. And... let's go. Oh, what fucking hell? Why did it do that? I've just set that for you. Expert, I said dinner. 150. Yeah, we'll go expert. I want noise. Bear with. I can hear it now. Sorry guys, I want to turn these up because obviously I want to hear the game. If it's too loud for you guys, tell me and I'll knock them back down. But let's get going. Let's enjoy probably one of my favourite games of all time with a new character. By the way, the reason I've been... Oh, I like it. I like it, John. Don't bother me at all, mate. And let me tell you, I use that more than any fucker. I use that 2-3 times a day. Period. And it's fine. It's the way they're all going. It's like Netflix, Amazon kind of style.
All that grows must also wither and die. What dies and rots will then
Just like
nourish
this
the
web
living.
watcher.
This is the great cycle of being, and we, the priests
Alexa,
of Rathma,
bedroom,
use
40%.
our dark art to protect it. Though most do not understand us, we go where we are needed. My master has learned that a star fell in the west, drawing the dead from their graves. He commands me to journey to Tristram and return them
Niall,
to
I've
their
just spent the last 20 minutes giving a full
if the
little mini
cycle is
review, mate.
not
So if you want to
upheld,
hop on YouTube and just
it would
replay from
mean
the
the
beginning, you'll hear
end
me, mate.
of all
I've
things.
literally just spent 20 minutes talking, really good coverage of it. So, right then, bear with, because obviously it's a new character, skills. I started this last night. Is it a bit loud? I'll knock the music and sound down then, bear with me, guys. I put this on about 2 AM last night, and I'm not going to do what I did last night when it was late and I didn't know what I was doing. I've got a shitload of Paragon points, 2,089, which basically means I can absolutely cram them on this and get massive bonuses. I'm not going to do that, because last night I played 5 minutes of it, just in the first bit I'll show you in a second, and I was killing things in one tap, and it was ruining it. So I'm not going to put any Paragon points, because if I'd started this game from scratch, you don't have Paragon points. Paragon points are given when you level up to level 70 and you finish the game and there's no more leveling. You then level Paragon points instead. You still get XP, but instead of going to level 71, you get 1 Paragon point. Now, if you want to know how I've got to 2,089, which is pretty fucking high, one, I've played it like a madman, and two, there was a couple of bonuses once and thing. And actually, if you look at my money on my characters, I've got something like 1 billion something as well. So yes, I play this quite a bit. So I am not going to put any Paragon points on, because it's kind of a bit of cheating, and I'm not going to do it. As for skills, with this game, you always start with just one. And because this is new, I want to spend time, and I also need to go back into the menu, so I might have to restart because I need to put elective mode on. How many people in this room have never played Diablo that are interested in me telling you a few things about it, such as when I'm talking about elective mode and things like that? If everybody's played it and knows it, I will literally just sit and play the game. But if there are people in the room that are actually interested in hearing the stuff, I'll say it. Right then, let me just... Okay, I'll carry on talking as if there's a few people that want to know the stuff then. Elective mode. I will give you a massive tip. Anybody starting Diablo, that's the first thing you do. Okay? Elective mode. It's not on by default. It's the massivest thing you do when you first start. Ricky, go back on YouTube, start the video again. 20 minutes I've just spoke about the golf club, mate, aimed at you. So elective mode, make sure it is ticked, and I'll tell you why, and I'm now going to show you. So when it's ticked, elective mode is this. As you level the game up, you get skills. As you can see, look, you've got all your buttons. And any new players to Diablo, they look at that and think, fucking hell, you're going to be using R2, square, triangle, circle, you're using every button. Please don't get put off by that. It is the most sophisticated, easy to play game using every button on the controller that you will ever play. The reason is, if you look, you don't get R2 till level 2. You then don't get your next one till level 4, level 9, 14, 19. And it gently brings you in. So what is elective mode, you may ask? So, as you can see my skills, it says primary. Okay? So if I click it, we've got primary. Now, what you will see, if I go to R2, it says secondary. If I go to there, it says corpses, reanimation, cases, and blood and bone. Basically, they are your skill characters for this character. Every other of the 6 characters has different ones. That's what makes this game so replayable. Phenomenal. Now, if I'd not got elective mode ticked, which is by default, I would only have... Let me just click... wait a minute, let me just go back. So if I click... I want to go back out because I think I've just touched the wrong button. Right, primary is on my X button. So if I had elective mode not ticked, which the game is by default, can you see the 2 white arrows at each end? They are not lit up. Which basically means my X button is locked to either Bone and Spikes, Grim Scythe, or Siphon Blood. That is it. My X button can only have that. I can only have one primary attack. However, because I've got elective mode on, I can now click it and I can go across and jump to secondary, to corpses, to reanimation, and to curses, which basically means, and to blood and bone, which basically means any button. So it basically means you could have 2 primary attacks if you want. And that's, again, makes this game doubly better, because by choosing elective mode, you are basically giving yourself more control on how you want to use your spells. Because it's the best part of the game. Simply is. I'll start playing it. Any questions, anything on the screen, ask, and we'll go. But let's get into it. Right now, look, I've literally got 1 attack on X. That is it. Because right early on in the game, very simplistic play. He says. Probably won't be, because I've not played this character, so... I must admit, it is a pretty weak attack for the starting character, but you'll see in a minute, you'll level up. I'll level up in 2 seconds. Look at my level up. Below my health bar is the yellow bar, that's your level up button. This might get a bit manic. Also, even though R2 isn't done yet, it's letting me use it as a base attack, as a separate one to the main buttons.
Blessed me.
So now look, second big tip. Whenever you level up in Diablo, you must visit your skill tree. Because straight away you've got a star flashing. And a star flashing is telling you now you've got a new weapon or a new skill on R2. So you go to it and have a look at it, and it's basically Bone Spear. Summoning a piercing projectile that causes 500% weapon damage. And just touching on the skills and the vast array of them, again, I'll touch on why this game is so good. And I'll give you the tip. When you level up, check what new spells you've got. Now, I'm going to give you another massive, massive tip. When you get new spells, just select them and have a go with them. Like that, look. Look at that for a spell, okay? Now, that's a kick-ass spell. I like the look of that straight away, okay? Now, the reason I say try your spell, kill a few things, try it. If you don't like it, bang open your skill menu, go back to what you had before. Because I'm going to tell you this, there are characters I've played in this game that I basically have had like the very first skill and kept it for the entire game to level 70. Because it's your gameplay, it's the way you want to play, it's how you choose to play. That, again, is why this game is just head and shoulders above any other of its kind. Because it's down to your choice. And just because you level up doesn't mean you pick that spell at all. And this is why I'm really looking forward to playing this new character. Because I have fuck all idea of any spell that it's got. So I've got to learn every spell, every nuance, everything about it. And it's brilliant. Let's get on with the story.
I have come to aid these lands. Where is the fallen star?
It fell on the old cathedral. There was only one survivor, Leah. You should speak with her. Captain Rumford.
And there is a story, and a great story as well. You'll notice that my secondary spell on the right trigger is using that like mana on the right, which most things in Diablo will do.
I've never seen anyone fight like that before.
You'll also see that in the middle of the screen there where it said Massacre 13 kills. That's a very big part of the game. Whenever you're constantly killing monsters and it's carrying on a time chain, the higher that number when you've finished, you get that little bonus. At the bottom there, I think it gave me 1.5 times experience for a certain amount of time. Later in the end game, that becomes exceptionally important. Oh, I'll tell you what I haven't done, just bear with. I also would do that because I've got a very fucking big thing about OCD where I don't like the stars on because one, I don't want them off because I need to know when they come in. Anyway, inventory. Look at all the shit that you can wear in a minute. That's going to get brilliant. But in my bag, I'm just going to go here because let's add a few things. They're the ones I got, but these are the free ones you get with, and how fucking cool are these? Woohoo! They do look the bollocks. I've got to admit, I like them. You get them free with this DLC. Pets, I got that in the game. I got that in the game. This is the free one, again with this DLC. So you've got a little weird creature, look. Yeah, I've just explained that, Jason, by the way. In great detail. Penance, again, might as well equip all the free ones that we got. I think it's at the bottom. Alright, these are cool. Yeah, let's pick the very, very bottom one. Penance, I think I did do that. Yep. Yeah, no problem, Jason. And the chat's a bit delayed on this anyway, mate. Don't worry. I am going to explain everything as we go along because there's a few people in the room that has never played the game, so... And I wouldn't class myself as a complete expert, but I'd put myself up there with knowing quite a bit. And then the wings that you saw me put on, and the creature are in the game. Them wings are fucking superb. Also the creature, any creature that you do pick up, and as I say, this is free, it will pick all the gold up off the floor for you automatically. Which is good. In my stash, now... If you're playing this game yourself, you will have none of this, obviously. This is all my stash from all my games. I'm playing Seasons mode and top fucking stuff and everything. I'm not even going to go into that, and I'm not even going to get talk about it. There's no point. It's real endgame stuff. I got a 1 terabyte model, Nile. I got the 1 terabyte Forza edition with Halo Wars 2 and... Lego City that I've put up for sale. Lego City Undercover if anybody wants it. And that's it. So yeah. Another point that's not relevant to you guys, but would be an end game. You'll see that little green leaf on here. I won't do it yet, but that's all the stuff on the Seasons cache look. This is all my gear that I won or got and found while I was playing Seasons. Now in time, when I'm not streaming and starting this game, I will jump back into another character and get all that out, sift through it, either sell it or what have you, and then put it. Because when you finish the Seasons, anything you earn in Seasons again, which is late game, when the Season's finished, it appears in your mailbox for 29 days. It gives you 29 days to get it out. Again, irrelevant to you guys right now that's not played it. I love them wings. Fucking amazing. By the way, have you seen my money at the bottom? If you're starting from scratch, you've got fucking 0 gold. I've got 1,423,529,174 gold. Money's irrelevant to me in this game anymore. Let's continue the story.
For many years, villagers were too afraid to settle near the ruins of the cursed town Tristram. But as time went by, adventurers arrived to loot the old cathedral, and their business was profitable enough that New Tristram sprang up to accommodate them.
Are you Leah? Did you survive the fallen star?
I did. But it blasted my uncle, Deckard Cain, into the depths of the old cathedral. I tried to search for him, but the dead were already rising. I came back here to rally the militia, but...
Watch out! The wounded are turning!
See the little butcher character going picking the gold up. Way cool.
The dead will overwhelm us all, unless something is done.
Yes, that is why I am here.
Thank you. You should speak with Captain Rumford at the gate. He can tell you what to do. We've been under siege for 6 days now. Uncle Deckard is still missing. Captain Rumford and the others are losing hope. I tell them not to lose faith, but if help doesn't arrive soon...
Welcome to the slaughtered caffeine. Bring me whatever treasures you have no use for. I'll give you a bit of coin to save up.
By the way, there's also, I think, I don't think it's done by default, but again, one of the settings that you might want to toy with, I think, is automatically wear new items that you haven't got on. So, as you can see clearly right now, because I'm new, I've got very little, if none, equipment, look. And equipment's so important in this game. The loot table in this game is fucking phenomenal. Probably the best loot table I've ever seen. And that's when the really big players get into the big ones. I mean, I'll just give you a quick look, and it's not going to be relevant to you. But again, this is why the game has just got so much longevity. You saw my season cache, so let me just show you something in that season cache. The green stuff. So let me just show you this, look. The green stuff is armor sets. And if I just click one, look, I don't want to... I might as well just put one in my inventory. Let me put one in my inventory, then I can show it you better. So in my inventory, look, I've got this item. And this is where, again, this game is really deep and meaning. Every item's got its own thing. Now, the most important... Can I actually wear that? No, I can't, obviously, because it's level 70, and it's a wizard item only. So obviously all the numbers are the big important things. Now also when you play in this game, I'll explain later, just below the number 744 armor, you'll see 3 things: sword, shield, plus. They're really helpful for a quick playtime in your brain just to equip stuff. When you're in the field and you're getting drops and you pick shit up and you have a look at it, very early on, I will give you a tip, 2 tips. If you want to level fast, pick everything up and wear it that's got green up triangles on the sword, because that'll give you more damage, kill things quicker, XP quicker, job done. Now the other things are, one, I can't remember, I've played this game so long and I don't even know, but you'll see below my character I've got 3 attacks. So right now I'm only attacking for 3, but I've got 205 armor, I've got none of the last one. I still don't know what the fucking last one is. But basically, if you read down below, look, on this, can you see this? Now, when I said it's an armor set, it's a set. That is a harness. There'll be a hat. There'll be gloves. There'll be a shield. There'll be shield. There'll be trousers. There's basically a full armor set, because what you'll see at the bottom, look, if you're wearing 2 items of the set, you'll get that extra bonus. If you wear 4, you'll get that extra bonus. If you get 6, you'll get that extra bonus. Now, what that does, as I've said, that is stuff for end game, where if you're a wizard, look, you might want to collect the Harness of Truth armor set. But the point is this: the game has got so fucking many, and again, it falls back to what's your playstyle. And I'm telling you, you guys will have heard me talk about this game on the show, and like many times, I cannot stress to you enough. Oh, now you'll see, look, actually, in my stash on the right-hand side, Blackthorn's coat, and if I just put that into there, if I go down, look, I've probably got a few items that you can wear. Now, you'll notice the triangles, look, I found one with the triangles. Obviously, that's a level end game piece of equipment. So there's 3 triangles on the sword, 3 triangles on each one. So basically, that's telling me that's way more powerful than what I'm wearing. But you'll get to see that in a minute in the field anyway. So it's telling us to bang on.
I will bring peace to the risen dead.
Always in the mini-map on the
admire
right-hand
your
side,
courage,
you'll see a
but
flashing
Captain Dalton and the militia
circle
were
or a
slaughtered
right
by those
arrow that
things.
tells you where to
Only
go,
I
so you'll never
survived.
get lost.
I have experience in these matters.
Well, I have seen you fight. Strike at the wretched mothers and their queen. They're the ones vomiting.
So he's going to
out
basically tell you where to go
horrors.
and give you a mini
They're
quest.
attacking the barricades!
There. That's one of the wretched mothers. There are more of them in the ruins down the road.
See, now that dagger, I'm guessing it's equipped it automatically. It has... Oh, no, it's not. So I've probably not got that equipped. I haven't got the box ticked, so I'm going to equip it myself. So straight away I've got more damage, look. They made a change very early in this game as well. You'll notice in the bottom where my spells are, the L1 button, you've got a never-ending potion bottle on your L1. When you get good at the game, very, very rarely do I use that unless I'm against big bosses. But because what they changed, there used to be actual pots in your bag, and they were numbered so you could run out. And then they changed it to just being there all the time, but put it on a timer instead, which was very welcomed in the community. Because the pots was a ball ache, to be fair.
I have long waited for this knowledge.
Right, you'll notice that I leveled up then. So straight away, look, I'll go into skills, which I don't think... Right, and now I have got another skill, look, on my primary skill already. So if I go in there, now this is what I was saying earlier about try a new spell. Now right now I've got this spell, you know, on the floor, which was quite cool. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I'll just kill this thing while she's wandering, or she'll spawn things. Right. If you read the spell of Bones and Spikes, summon spikes, dealing 150% damage as a physical per second. So that's like a timed attack. Anything that's hit by the spike, they'll get 150% damage of your number every second. So now I look at the next spell. Drew, don't let me go and ban you in the chat, mate. Because I will do, because I've got my iPad at the side of me. It'll take me a second. So... the next skill that I want to do on that weapon, it slashes with a summoning scythe in front, dealing 150% damage as physical. Now that's not a timed event, that's an instant event, okay? But I am going to try it, because like I said, whenever you get a new spell, try it. Now I'm guessing, look, that's for more close combat. So immediately I'm left with this decision. Do I want to keep dealing from a distance with the first spell I had and the second spell I had? That's going to go. I'm going to show you another thing. Now you see already I don't like this spell.
Not enough essence.
Because I like to attack from a distance. So straight away I don't like that spell. So I'm straight in and I'm going back to my first one. Because straight away, look, I can do attacks that are doing damage over time. So immediately that's the kind of mechanic I'm talking about. So also, I want to show you another little new thing they added after about a year ago. The shortcut menu whilst in game. Pressing up on the D-pad, look, will show you that club I've just picked up. Now, because it's got 3 more damage, I instantly want to equip it. So we've now allowed quick equip in the menus. Simple as that. You can also assign the new spells if you want. But I will say this, I'd never equip new spells in the quick menu at all, because I need to know what other thing. One of the really cool things about this quick menu, you'll see there, look, I can junk items straight away. So you want to junk all your items, because there's a neat little thing, a quick thing in the shop. Anything that you're carrying that you've... If you go in there, look, if I press down on the R3, it junks it. Basically, it's crap, not going to bother. When I get back to town, if I go to a store... 1 click down of the R3 button will sell every item I've tagged as junk. So you'll see me later on playing, and I'll literally be just touching items and going click, 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 junk, 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 very quickly. But you'll also notice that item there, by the way, is a cool thing. it's got a bit of fire damage on it as well. So I should now be dealing fire damage. And also what a lot of people used to ask, you see, that's automatically equipped because I'd not wore it. That's why it didn't equip the knife. I didn't have to do anything because you see there, look, it's automatically equipped because I'm not wearing it. So if I ever pick anything of one of them up that I'm not wearing, it will automatically equip. Something that people used to ask in this game, I've picked a club up, and people might say, well, a club, surely you want close damage. It's kind of irrelevant. It's all about numbers. It's still going to deal the damage number irrespective of what the item is, if you get me. The only time that changes is when you get a bow. You see already the right trigger attack is a real strong one, and you'll normally find in Diablo that the right trigger weapon spell is one of the most powerful spells your character will have, irrespective of who you've gone with. So I will very rarely change the right attack button. Because as you can see, it's absolutely laying into it. Now these are mini bosses, look. You see these are coloured, these are stronger. So whenever you see coloured, see they will come at you. These are stronger to kill, they're harder to kill. And they normally drop some cool stuff as well.
Not enough essence.
Now also when you see that's automatically done the armor, and I don't think that we are going to be wearing a shield later, because if I'm not mistaken, the Necromancer's got some cool shit later on. One of the main things the Necromancer's famous for, because I've seen some videos ages ago, it's famous for raising the dead and let it attack with you. So later on, everybody you kill, you will raise and they'll fight for you. Quite looking forward to that.
I always thought Deckard Cain half a madman, but perhaps he was right. Perhaps he can banish the shadow hanging over my life.
Not enough essence.
You'll also notice something. That essence makes me use the right trigger weapon. Okay? What you'll notice though, pressing the first attack button fills my essence very quickly. Now as you will notice there straight away, I've leveled and I've also got some equipment. So first check my skills. And this one is target an area exploding up to 5 corpses within 11 yards, dealing 300% damage to physical enemies within 20 yards. You'll notice as you're going along, the spells are getting better. In the inventory as well, check for your stars as well. Whenever you've got wings, they get in the way. So yeah, that skill then, is that on the square button? Yep, it's on the square button. So let me just... Whenever I get new weapons, I automatically try them wherever I am. Holy shit. Now you see, this is one of the Necromancer's fucking cool points. So you've instantly learned that when you've killed some things, pressing square makes dead bodies explode. Normally on other characters, square weapons, things like that, have got traps. So to be a weapon that you'd start the attack with, so you'd trap the items and then fire at them. This is the kind of weapon that you want to be dealing later on when you've killed a few. I like that one already. So as you see there, it pays to kill something and then I do like that. I do like that. Also, the right stick is a very favourable thing to use, especially early in game, because it's one that you just escape from. I'm liking this character already. So I've also got the quest in the top corner that it's just done. Kill the 3 witches. So I've now got a secondary weapon on my right trigger. Now this is an important one, as you've just heard me say, that the right trigger is a very important weapon. And I like that already. So this one is raise a skeleton from the ground to attack your foes, dealing 400. Now this is where elective mode becomes really helpful. Probably not now, but later. Because I like my right trigger on my secondary. I want to keep it, and I'm going to keep it now. I'm not even going to try that. But when I get one of the other skills later on that I'm probably not bothered about, like the square button, like now for instance, what I could do, and I'll show you how elective mode really works. So if I don't want to put it on the R2 button, I fancy putting it on the square button. And sure enough, look, because I've got elective mode, I can now have that on square button. So instead of having the exploding bodies, I've now got Razor Skeleton to come and help me. And how fucking cool does that look? Oh my god, it's fantastic. Fucking hell. You see, this is where you're already figuring out your spells. We're literally, what, 20 minutes in the game? And you've already got big decisions to make. Do I want the exploding bodies? Do I want the Raise the Dead to fight for me? It's like...
My essence is too low.
So when your essence is low, we need to do that. And do that. And Raise the Dead. And go fucking mad.
Not enough essence.
Holy fuck, she's amazing. See, they're not worth putting on, so I'll instantly junk them.
I can bring that down.
So you'd also weigh up the pros and cons of how powerful she is. So if she's not very powerful, you see, I may go back to the dead body room. It's all relevant to how you... See, that's a nice weapon item I've just put on. It's not that good. But it gives me 2 life per second, which is cool. So you see, I'm undecided. Don't you start, Niall, for Christ's sake.
Old Tristram. Diablo those lands.
See, she's quite powerful though, I've got to say. She's not lasting very long. I bet one of the passive skills, actually, I bet she lasts... Oh, he's a really good boss. She's purple. You notice she's got purple and a real big health bar? Because she was a big quest thing. And I'm guessing that sword is worth a better look. Nope, junk it. Job done. Belt. Everything else done. So, what we could do now, look, it's telling us to use this teleporter to go back to town. But what I do, because I've played the game before, I like to just go around this little bit of a thing because there's extra shit. So I will just play around here for a bit before actually continuing on with the quest. I didn't mean to go down there. I meant to fire at this twat.
Not enough essence.
I really do hope we can get a passive thing that makes her last longer, because she's kicking ass. Now obviously I think we've covered all this little space in the map. Always check your mini-map, because that's like important. And then we go back to town in a minute, because I've seen a box. How many hours have I put into it? Phew, 300?
Praise the powers
Maybe
that
more.
be. Griswold bless his dear heart.
I've level 70'd every
Risked
character
everything
on
to
every
bring that
format.
Dear boy home from the
So that's 6
cathedral.
characters
Though
3
he
times.
is troubled and moody now, I am certain it will
So now we get to the map, look, we need to go
pass,
to
and he
Tristram.
will once again be the sweet wort we all love.
Now, just to prove the bit with the merchant. Is he a merchant? I can't remember. Villager. No, I don't want to talk to him. It's the merchant. I think he's up here. So if we go to the shopkeeper, that bit about the junk, look, press him. Go to sell, press down. All the junk's gone. But I also want to sell that spike flail as well, and I didn't junk that. Forgot to do it. Repair is not important right now, but you do have to repair your items as well. What I also do early in the game, I come and look at his stash, because it pays for me to buy a couple of things from him, even though buying stuff in the game you've no need to do, except very early doors, because you've seen what he's got here. Look, he's got a couple of items that's going to slightly benefit me. So have a quick skate in the stores. Just as we're fighting the small stuff, we may as well buy them and equip them. So back out, look, in his bag. Now we'll equip that. That did it automatic. Equip that. Junk that. Equip that. Junk that. Equip that. Junk that. So basically just buying shit from the store right now is just going to help us in the early bit. And now we'll continue the story on.
Thank you for your help. But could you talk some sense into Leah? She won't give
Yeah, I
up on
think
the
I
idea
saw him
of
today. It was
rescuing her
okay.
uncle.
Yeah, not bad.
Interesting. If he lives, his knowledge could prove useful.
The Xbox ones were shit though, weren't they? Wiggly Cinema, love the name, by the way. Would I recommend getting Diablo? Mate, if you like what you're seeing now, obviously if you're watching this stream and you like what you're seeing, so you're going to like the game mechanics, this will probably be one of the best games you'll ever buy.
I will
Ever.
help you find your uncle, Leo.
And if you're new to
You'll need
it,
to open the cathedral
I
first.
envy you so
The guards
much.
locked it up before they
You
were
know the
ambushed.
question that sometimes
Rumford told
gets
me they
asked
fought
on
their way back to
podcasts?
Adria's hut,
If there's a
but he
game
must
you
still
would
be
like to
there.
go back and reset so you've never ever ever played it, this would be high on my list, so I envy you greatly. If you do like what you see in gameplay. Because gameplay wise, it's the same style, but the story is really cool, it's really long, and also the end game when the story's done and you've max leveled is just brilliant. Right, so what you've noticed there, the next quest is flashing on the teleporter, because what it's telling me to do now is go back to there, look.
Here, let me open the gate.
Because Leah's come with us now, look. And we now
Adria
move
was my
on.
mother, but I don't know much about...
I didn't get another skill, did I? Yeah, I did. Right, you'll notice something else on the skills. Good job I checked. So I've got a star flashing. But what it is, on every skill, you also get a rune at the bottom. They unlock. As you see, look, again, more depth in the game. You've got, that unlocks at 13, 25, 43, 52. So you get more powerful. Always pick your first rune. And if you look at that, look, it's just enhancing that spell. It's going to stun enemies for 1 second, so it's going to make them stand still for a second, which is really cool. It's just the cleverness of all the game, you see.
her. She died when I
So
was
now when I
very
press
young.
that
I was
first spell,
raised
it's
by
going to
Uncle
stun them
Deckard.
for a second, so I can maybe get
Did
the
you know your father?
other spell working,
I'm told he
or
was a great warrior who was lost when Tristram fell to the demons. hidden cellar. Follow me.
Dark magic lingers here.
People said she was a witch, but I never believed it.
This is pretty tough really in the game.
Dalton!
So you've just seen him get stunned, you see. Shit. He's tough, I'm telling you now, he's a right tough little sod. That stun is really helpful. I don't want to be there because it's... And there you obviously saw he was a boss, so he's dropped a couple of items, already a good item, so I'll equip that straight away. And we then go to the next part of the
Here's
quest.
the key, and my mother's journal. What I've seen of it is disturbing. I want to know more about her, but that can wait. We need to save Uncle Deckard first.
Leave that to me. You'd best stay and learn what you can.
Thank you.
Aiden came to me last night. I suspected what was lurking within his troubled heart. I consoled him as best I could. Regardless, wherever he's headed, hell will surely follow in his wake. The shadows close in on Tristram once again. But like Aiden, I'll be gone before they fall.
I'm already toying with the idea of them exploding bodies, you see. I mean, then again, we are killing them quite well. If you can get Reaper Souls for 16.5 quid on Amazon, you want to snatch its hand off if you've never played it before. And don't forget, you'd have to, if you want the Necromancer, which to be honest, you wouldn't have to buy. I'm going to say that right now. If you was buying the game for the first time at that price, you would not need this Necromancer pack, and it's only 12 quid anyway. But actually, I would say, Lance, as well, if anybody is contemplating buying it, I'd just hang 5, because there's a rumour that they're going to sell a brand new disc version that contains everything. They're really good as well. They give you a right good bonus. That Nephilim Glory in the left-hand corner. They really give you some cool shit. Like the attack rate goes up immensely. And as I say, you'll always see it. It'll always let you know that you're... I will say that, by the way, I have owned this on PC, on Xbox and on PlayStation 4, and I recently gave my disc version away to buy the digital version last month when it was on sale in the store. And I really would honestly, and I'm not just saying this, if you're thinking of buying it, I would actually get the digital version if there's not much difference in price. Because it's so deep and so massive, you'll just want it on your machine.
The star fell below.
That's where the star fell. We have found the star. Let's investigate further.
My master would take pride in this.
Right, we've levelled, and we we've got a rune now, you see, for the firing weapon. So the rune on this one is damage is increased by 15% for each enemy the bone passes through. So there you go. I don't think I actually equipped the rune. Oh, I did. Where do I go? You hear that noise? If you look on the map, there should be a little flying golem running about. It will either be a treasure golem. Where's this shit? Whenever I hear that noise and go hee hee hee, there's a little golem. There, look, here he is. He's up here, but he's going to try and disappear in a minute. And you need to kill him as quick as you can. And he drops treasure, and if you don't kill him quick enough, which sometimes early in the game you don't, he will get away to a teleport, but if you do kill him quick enough, he will absolutely drop shitloads of stuff. Well, not that much in the doors, but later on. And also, there's a really cool one that if you get this, it's really rare. If you kill one of the golems, he sometimes leaves the portal open, and it like leaves it to a really secret area. And it's really cool. And you can make shitloads of money in it. I think I might have actually gone the wrong way here. Also because they have smacked where we would go, boss down. This is a good one.
I need essence.
It's a bad place to be in. Still. Trap me. Shit. I don't want to walk where I've not been because there could be more monsters and then you're going to really get trapped. And the trick is when you're inundated with a mini boss, never walk somewhere new because there could be more stuff. Now that looked a cool item.
My essence is too low.
I've just realised I can actually get more than one. I can do 2 of them.
My essence is too low.
I'm just going to read that spell actually because I want to know. I want to know if... Let me just junk this stuff, save me pissing about. I want to know if that skill... Rise a skeleton from the ground to attack. It doesn't tell you how many you can do though, does it? Can you do as many as you can then? Maybe so. Providing you've got the essence, I guess. Don't think there's anything in this room. No.
not enough essence.
You can actually do as many as you want, providing you've got the essence. Holy shit. That's a whole new ball game now, boys and girls. So the trick is get your essence built up and drop a shitload of them on the board. Would be the big tip.
Here. Akarat, save me.
My name is Latdanan, and I'm cursed. Once the captain of King Leoric's army, I left only to honor my land and my king. No man has a greater love for his king than I had for mine, even as I drove my blade through his dark and corrupted heart.
I think I'd remember, wouldn't you? Played it about 1,000,000 times. This game never gets old though, gotta say. Play it all day. Can't remember where to go. Can't remember how to get the map up either. Oh my god, how can I forget how to put the map up? I think you can. Can you put the map up? Sure you can. But you've only got to look at the dark areas, it's down here. Keep calm.
My essence is too low.
Leveled up answering and I'm not paying attention. Done that a lot. In fact, I'll have a look now. You sometimes can level up and nothing can be actually a new spell. I think I'm gonna chuck that on there though. Yeah, so been here. Why have I gone that way again? The speed that you're seeing is because I've destroyed items like barrels or tables. That gives you a speed boost. I think this is the way. No, it can't be. I've come this way, haven't I? Christ on a bike. I often have played this, but I think this is the way I remember. of that. Could have sworn blind. There's a button that puts the map up over the overlay. Down, yeah, thought so. So we can see it's over here, look. So straight ahead. Except it's not straight to fucking hell, I've got to go round. It's to the right.
Not enough essence.
See, I've got a speed bonus now. We go down to Leonic's Passage. And here is the next
Oh,
bit.
minions! Stay back!
Boss time.
Back! May this ledge hold.
By the way, you notice I'm playing this half decent, even though I've got it set at expert level. You might want to toy with the levels when you play it for the first time. And by the way, you can do it on the fly as well, so you can alter your level at any time. Basically what I would suggest is, if you're new to the game, is you want to be killing stuff about at the same level I am now. So if you feel comfortable killing at this level, that's about right. If it gets too easy, where you're killing things like really easy,
Thank you. But why did you risk yourself for me?
I believe we can aid each other. Your niece told me you were here.
Oh, it is wonderful to hear that Leah is well. I feared the worst. I learned of this secret passage through old maps I found. We must discuss the fallen star. Follow me to Tristram.
I have found Leah's uncle, Deckard Cain. He was pursued by a creature called the Skeleton King, who blocks the path to the fallen star.
see, there is a cool little story to it.
I've got some brand new goods you might be interested in.
Uncle, you're alive!
Thanks to you and your friend here.
Friend,
Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, I've got the review of the VR zombie game, the Arizona Sunshine.
The prophecy of the end days surely points to it as a sign.
So I might give that a play on my own
has
tomorrow
begun.
and see if
Please,
it's
Uncle,
interesting
not
enough
more
to
of your
stream a little
stories.
bit.
All that matters
Or if
now
it's
is that
too
you're
shit
back.
scary, I'm not going to play it. That kind of thing. Yay, I've been given the reptilian boots, because you do get some items when you do certain quests, but they are shit, so they're not worth keeping. So, what do we have to do? We have to talk to
The
Deckard
Skeleton
King.
King was once our beloved lord, Leoric.
The Skeleton King is
He
one
was
of the
driven
first big
mad
bosses.
by Diablo's evil. He lost both of his sons and his very soul before he was finally defeated.
And that's where we're
now
heading
it seems
now.
he's risen to plague this land once again.
I will find a way to lay him to rest.
The key to defeating him lies in his old crown. Seek out our blacksmith, Hadrig. He knows of its
Oh yeah, the
whereabouts.
blacksmith first. The blacksmith, I forgot all about that. When you're new to the game, you go and do the blacksmith, which is down here. Plus we can see 2 new shops down here at the minute as well, which I'll also tell you as a tip. If you click him, look, he's one of the first ones. He'll also have some cool things. I'll tell you now what I'm already noting. Oh yes, fuck yes. Like I say, early in the game, when you're doing these early parts, you will buy a couple of items from the store. But I can assure you right now, there will be the last items you ever buy from the store. Gotta say, Daniel, I'm enjoying it so far, mate. This is my first play.
Leah spent all night alongside the blacksmith's wife, tending the wounded.
You want the sound turning down? I do apologise, I was supposed to do it earlier. Which sound do you want? I might as well turn the master volume down, but you might not get the story told then, but that should be enough. Let me turn the effects down. I don't get what you mean, Mr. Freeze. If it's just normal sound, then yeah, I've turned it down. I would also say, by the way, guys, you're seeing all these people here, like this merchant and stuff. These are because I've finished the game. You will see none of that. And all the people in the village, you see like just real basic minimalistic stuff. I'm just going to tell you to visit him because I think he's the first one to sell a couple of rings, lot. So I always tell you just to buy one of each of them as well. Because as you see, they've been equipped. But I will also just check what gear he's got for a minute. Again, every green triangle early one you want to be buying. Because it's just going to give you that slight advantage. And you're going to fight the Skeleton King shortly. Oh no, I've got to play the story again. Right through. Got to. But I'm looking forward because they've done some new stuff as well, aren't they? A few bits of new stuff. But I'm not jumping straight into that. No way. I want to play the full story with every character.
You are the blacksmith, aren't you? I have a request.
Not now. It's my wife. She's locked in the cellar like all those who've been bitten. I'm to put them all down. But how can I kill my own wife?
Death is a path all must tread. Allow me to help.
Thank you. Follow me.
Not enough essence.
My friends, I'm sorry.
Do not apologize. You dwell in peace.
Yeah, that's what I meant, John. There is, yeah, I know there's new stuff in the bounties. I know that the story's normal. The one disappointing thing I said on the show at the week, I thought It would have been really nice if they'd have just given a little bit of extra new story for the Necromancer. Just as an add-on, but it's fine.
My love.
We can't be that far away, to be honest. Off from releasing Diablo 4. They've got to be. It's in development. I think 4's maximum on them, I think.
I couldn't have done this without you. I'm in
Now,
your
normally the
debt.
blacksmith wouldn't have been opened as it was in the town until now. He goes back now to make his blacksmith store, and there's a whole fucking mechanic of building stuff, using resources to make stuff. I must admit, very rarely used now. I've been in the end game, but when you first play it, you might want to toy with it. Now, Daniel, I'm not too bothered about. Holy shit! Why the fuck have I got? This is the one that I saw on the video. Holy fuck me! This is automatic. Command your skeleton minions to attack the target, increasing the... Oh, this is the real clever shit. Right. This is one of the best spells for the Necromancer. As you can see, skeletons have risen from the dead bodies. Now I think, can command them, look, with the triangle to attack separately. Fucking hell. How cool. Now tell me I don't want to play the whole story this way. Look at these cool shits. So I'm guessing if I see something in the field, I can then... Yep. Oh my god. Pressing the triangle. And I can do them as well. Fucking hell, this is manic.
I need essence.
Oh, this is so cool. Tell you what I might do though now. You see, this is where the skills come in. And this is where the changing of the skills comes in. It's really cool. Now what I'm going to do, I'm not that bothered, you see, now of raising the dead. That woman to help fight because I've got my scallywags. So what I'm now going to do, I'm going to go back into the square. And I'm going to change it back to... target an area exploding 5 corpses. That's the one. I didn't realise I'd got this. Target an enemy to summon projectiles from nearby corpses. Shall we try that one? Holy shit.
That is not possible.
We'll have to wait till I can do it. Oh yeah. Holy shit. Projectiles from all the dead bodies, look. Come out and fire. Oh my god, this character is one of the fucking best ones. No shit, people were losing their mind over it. I can tell you now, this is one of the best characters.
Your death nears.
Always go and get... Oh shit, bit manic. Oh god, you can spam this fucker. Now I like this one, Daniel, mate. Come on, what's not fucking to like about this one?
That is
Look at
not
it.
possible. I have long waited for this.
Fucking hell, man. This character's amazing. Oh, I get my first passive. All them across the bottom, guys, are passives. Very important as well. Consuming a corpse increases your movement speed. Not bothered about that. Consuming a corpse has a 20% chance to spawn a health globe. God, they're shit. Aren't they the worst shitty fucking things? Might as well have that, I guess, because it's better than health globes. You don't need health right now, but fuck, this is amazing. So have you gone for the exploding corpses then, have you? I like this one, mate. This is cool, you've got to admit. Look at it.
Not.
Come on, what's not to like to keep pressing square and all the... Oh, we've got a boss. Except we ain't got no death.
I cannot do that.
See, that's the only problem with the death one, I guess.
That is not possible.
Also, the strange thing, what people that's not played this game that will be watching this stream, you might think to yourself, "Holy shit, there's a fucking lot going off." Seriously, it's not as when you're actually playing it, it's not as manic as you first think. See, that's going to put my damage up, but it's going to knock my... So this is where you check the numbers, look. Always look at your numbers on the left. So it's going to drop... It's going to bring my 27 to 22. No, it's not worth it. Skeletons, mate, are the best thing I've seen in it. It's fantastic, innit? I've got to say. Especially being able to command them as well. It's just fucking brilliant. Oh, that was unlucky for him. I also, guys, like to completely walk around the entire map and unlock it, so it might be boring to you. But it obviously isn't to me. I am finding that the right trigger's a bit redundant at the minute, so I might have to change my spells. I am. The right trigger's becoming a bit redundant. That's that one. So let me just have a little piss about, and this is what I love about this game. So if the right trigger's becoming a little bit redundant, why don't we have a look what the next spell is of it then? Raise a skeleton to attack your foe. Oh, we've just had that one, haven't we? Should we have a look at one of the primaries? Yeah. You see, this is where it comes into its own again. Although I like my right trigger to be set in my brain to be powerful. But we'll try that, because what that'll do, you see, that'll give me close attack if I get too many near me, you see. So again, just the best fucking part of the game. It's all down to you. It is, mate. Diablo to me, and I'll still stand by it, I would argue that it's the best game ever. I really would. It's close, because...
No.
I keep pressing the right trigger now, you see, wrong button.
That is not possible.
Tell you what, it kicks ass, doesn't it? And you can fuck off.
I'm afraid not. I cannot do that.
Definitely, I'm enjoying this already, and it's... I need to concentrate on it here, 'cause it's a bit manic. I need to kill some shit so I can fire it at this fat twat. Gotta say that right trigger's a shit spell before we go any further.
No.
So I might have to just toy with the spells again, you see.
That is not possible.
I've got to say, the fucking drops have been a bit shit lately. Yeah, I'm changing that spell back to that thingy one. That square one, Daniel, if you've not tried it, mate, when you do the dead bodies, I know that if you've got no dead bodies, it's a bit redundant, but fuck, it causes some damage.
That is not possible.
Oh, I'll tell you what I am going to do. You look at that, that really causes some shit, that does. You know why this is going to become one of my favourite characters, don't you? Because it's standing off, you're letting others... It's just my favourite style of gameplay. I want to change that skill back. I want to change R2 back to that fucking main one. Definitely. I'll go what? Yeah, let me choose the rune. Also check I'm not missing runes, because that's one of the easiest things to do in the fucking game and all. Keep forgetting to lay the scallywags off.
I'm afraid not.
I was interested to see how far them dead bodies had come from.
I cannot do that.
Tell you what's awesome about that dead body thing is it's like it can keep regenerating itself because it can kill things.
Would take pride in this. That is not possible.
Right, I best check the fucking skills that's open then. R2, a new one. Oh, it's just a rune. Interesting to check what it is though. Right, risen mages leave a corpse behind when they die. Aha. Haha. Definitely a lot of fucking shit to be going on with. We've got a new spell, new primary. Holy shit. Siphon the blood from the targeted enemy, dealing 300% damage as physical. Now that's a bit shit, innit? Could do one of the extra ones later on. Yeah, I'm not going to even try that. No way.
I'm afraid not.
Oh, I've put the raise thing on my right trigger. That's what was confusing then. Slightly being overwhelmed at the minute with the thing. Yes, Ice, it is, mate. It's the Necromancer. It's fantastic so far, mate. If you want to go back and watch the stream on YouTube, it's got the it's from the beginning, mate. Very enjoyable so far.
cannot do that. I cannot do that. No. I'm afraid not.
That's my favourite weapon so far. That death corpse thing, when they die, it's fantastic.
This world can abide you no longer.
Yeah, I never played much of Diablo 2 Ice, to be honest, mate. It's a game I tried when I was younger a lot.
I cannot do that.
I actually didn't get on with it, I've got to admit. I think I found it difficult back in the day. I didn't like it.
That is not possible.
Jesus Christ, that square button, I'm telling you, is fucking fantastic.
That is not possible.
It just like, it can go on a right chain, look. You kill one and it just carries on. That was a complete chain of keeping it held down. That was fantastic.
No.
No. Fucking love it, I've got to say, it's brilliant.
I cannot do that.
See, once you start a chain of death, it's fucking brilliant.
I'm afraid
Holy
not.
shit, man, it's fantastic. God, this is going to be so much fun in the fucking what's it? It's going to be so much fun in the. Christ, I've got another weapon now. Jesus Christ. Unleash a Nova that deals 350% weapon damage as poison as enemies. Let me try that on my R2. And I've got a new thing. That'll just be a rune, won't it? Corpse explosion. I'm happy. I'm not going to change this, I'll tell you that now. So my right trigger now. Oh yay. Fuck. What are you? I don't get what you mean, Ice. It's a bit weird what you're on about.
Interesting opponent. I cannot do that. I'm afraid not. That is not possible. That is not possible. No. I cannot do that. That is not possible. I think the crown is nearby. I'm afraid not.
The only snag with the death one is you've not got no dead bodies to do it. That's the only trouble with that when you've got a single thing. So that's a kind of attack that's worth noting, that if you're fighting something that you're going to be doing on your own, although that's pretty cool, they got rid of it pretty quick, which was... oh, I'm not going to be able to pick that up, am I now? I should have bought it out from the fucking door, because I'm not going to be able to pick that... oh, I have. No, I can... See what I might do, guys. I think this is heading towards the Skeleton King, if I'm not mistaken. I've played it that many times I should remember. But I might play the Skeleton King and then I'm going to change back to my R2 attack, I think. I've got no distance attack, so I'm going to change. Yeah, not enjoying that R2, but I'm going to have to change.
I'm afraid not. No.
In fact, I'm doing it now, if it lets me. R2, I want it back to that and that, because I quite like that distance shooter. Yep.
No, I will not allow you to bring that monster Leoric back to this world.
I cannot do that. I have trained well.
These are really powerful. Like, really fucking powerful. In fact, guys, Alexa, what time is it?
It's 11:25 PM.
Yep, I think I'm going to go back to town and probably call the stream a night, guys. It's been 2 hours. It's pretty late. So I am going to do the town portal, which is, if I remember right, is on one of the D-pads. So I am gonna call it a night on the stream. Hope you've enjoyed the first few hours of the Necromancer. I will definitely be playing it again tomorrow night. I think I'm going to continue playing this till I finish the level, or till I get to 70, and then I should just play the other stuff on my own time, I think, because bounties and that, I might show you guys it once or twice. But don't forget to go and click like on the thing. I always say it too late because everybody's left by now. But yeah, go and give it a click on a like on the YouTube video, guys. Would appreciate it. So until tomorrow night, thanks for watching, and I will be back tomorrow night sometime. Thanks again, guys, for watching. Good night.